Welcome back to the Headbangers Ball, and right now joining us on the set are a band that a lot of people have been talking about, have been hearing a lot about, haven't gotten to meet you yet, and it's the band Bad for Good. And one of the things that a lot of people mention first to talk about your name, the band, is obviously like age, because you guys are young. Why don't you introduce the band, Danny, and tell how old everybody is?
Yeah, I'm Thomas McLaughlin, I'm 13. Danny Cooksey, 16. Brooks Wackerman is 15, and Zach Young behind is 30. No, 14. 14. I was getting, we get a little confused sometimes.
Now, how long has the band been playing? I mean, you guys are really young.
We've been together close to 2 years now.
Mm-hmm. Really?
Yeah.
Now, the one thing...
I've known a drummer a long time ago.
Now, the one thing that I heard about you is once people say, okay, these guys are young. I haven't had the opportunity to see you live yet, but I know you played the Concrete Foundation a couple weeks back, and everybody was saying, this band has got so much attitude. And I mean, the word that keeps on being brought up is attitude. I mean...
We like it. We don't, well, you know, we go out and do what we do, you know? Mm-hmm. We just continue.
Now, Thomas, most of the people would have seen you from the Steve Vai video.
Yeah, Lawrence is...
You played in that. How did you get hooked up with Steve? Because I know he also produced your record.
Yeah, I met him back in '88. And I was playing backstage, and one of his roadies walked by. He says, come here, Steve is seeing the tour bus. Mm-hmm. So I just goes in and played for a little rockman amp.
You have an accent. Where are you from?
England.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And now you're living in the States?
Staying at my house. His house. The hell?
And you were on Different Strokes.
Yeah. Yeah, I did that when I was like 6 years ago.
Back when you were a kid, I mean?
Yeah, back when I was small, and now I've got all this.
All the years of experience. That's We're going to be talking to these guys and seeing all the future and talk about the record. But right now, let's play a video from them. Here's Bad for Good with 19.
You want it rough. You got it rough.
What?
Just some lyrical prose.
All right. With Bad for Good, and you just saw the video 19, and how'd you like doing a video?
It was great. It was great. We did it with Nigel Dick, and it took like 7, 8 hours. We just went in and did it.
Now, is it hard for you to sometimes get respect? I mean, a lot of people say, oh, these guys are so young and this and that, but I mean, you've all got a lot of talent and been actually playing for a long time.
Yeah, I think, you know, people that, I'm sure, like, you know, there's some people that just say, you know, no, it couldn't happen, but all they have to do is just come see us play. I mean, if they don't believe that, they've got a problem with reality, not us, you know.
Now, do you have any tour plans?
Not right now.
Because do you have to, like, if you guys go on tour, do you have to do it like during summer? Are you going to bring a tutor with you? You got plans yet?
We have a tutor and one parent from each.
Have you gone back to school yet? Are you going to school this year? Is it are people treating you a little bit differently now?
Well, I've never gone to really, like, actual school. I've always been tutored and gone to a home study school.
And are you living in America now?
Both places, really.
So you're going to school out here?
Yeah.
Okay, now let's talk a little bit about the record. You've got Steve Vai producing it.
Yeah.
And did he offer it, or did you say, hey, let's get Steve to do this?
Sort of one. Both half and half. It was, you know, it was great. It was a great relationship for the record, you know. It was like everything was open and just...
Was this your first time ever being in the studio before?
Yeah, I've recorded before.
And what other stuff have you done?
Demos. It's first album.
Right. Okay, we're going to come back and talk to Bad for Good when the Headbangers Ball continues, but right now here's the Cult with Love for Moving Machine. Here are the guys in Bad for Good as the Headbangers Ball continues, and you played the Concrete Foundation thing. I guess you just did Rip Magazine's anniversary party.
Yeah.
What about tour plans? Any tour plans yet?
We're still working on it, you know. Well, I know we're going to be November 2nd. First we're going to be in Dallas with Blue Oyster Cult and Slaughter in November. So we're going to do that show, and we're doing a show. We're doing Not Scary Farm coming up.
That's a big thing in L.A.
Yeah, we're doing that. When is it? Friday or Saturday?
Are there any bands out there that...
I'm going to play the solo on some rides.
Oh, yeah? Bring your guitar on some of the rides?
On Radio Mic.
Are there any bands that would be ideal for you to go out on the road with that you'd like to open up for?
That's what we were thinking about that before, and we couldn't really... We were trying to think of something that has the same sort of, like, age category that we have. Because, like, our music has, I mean, because we're young, we're going to attract a lot of young fans, but then it's like some of the music substance on the record's got a little risque kind of. So, you know, you got that respect, too. So it's like, it's hard. We have a different sort of crowd than most people.
Now, although your age, you especially, I know you've been playing for quite a while. I mean, how old were you when you picked up the guitar?
4.
You were 4 years old. Was your family in the music business, or they just...
My mother was a violin player.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she played a little violin. My grandfather was an accordion player. And there was always like a guitar around the house. I've been his artist, a tricky one. So I just picked them, played.
And when you were doing the acting, did you want to get into music
Well,
then,
it was
or would
because
you
it was
have always been
actually because
singing?
of the singing that I got into the acting. I used to do country music a long time ago when I was little. And,
When you were a kid again?
Yeah, yeah.
Do you use
And I
any of
started
that?
singing when I
Do you
was
use any of
2.
that as like a little background? I mean, do you for blues stuff using a little bit of country?
Yeah.
Is that some of the stuff you listen to?
Yeah, I mean, like, you know, like Muddy Waters and stuff like that.
We all like that.
We all like, between
Really?
the 4 of us, there's nothing that we don't listen to. But Brooks is very into polka.
I'm in a disco.
Right on. Well, good
More
luck
like
with
a
everything.
disco.
Huh?
More like a little disco.
A little disco now and
A
then.
little disco now and then.
Yeah, it
Just
doesn't
to
hurt.
cleanse the palate.
That's right.
Okay. Well, good luck with everything, and stick with it. I mean, you guys, it's amazing. You know, like I said, a lot of the people that are talking about you guys are talking about the attitude and saying, you know, forget that these guys are young. They're just a butt rock and roll band.
Yeah.
So good luck with everything, and look
Charlie
for them.
Brown Roundhead Tubes.
What was that?
Charlie Brown Roundhead Tubes. Put those in your Marshall, you get some.
There you go.
Ass kicking sound.
There you go. Bad for good. Stick around. More Headbangers Call.
Later.
Your children, and they play off the